Hi guys, hope you're doing great. We are going to be making dense chocolate cake today. Let's begin. Here we are preparing our tin, and to do that we are using butter paper. We made the outline with a pencil and we are cutting the base for the tin. Once the base is ready, we are going to cut for the sides. Now always ensure that you take the paper slightly taller in height than the actual height of the tin. This helps in easy release of butter paper after your cake has baked and cooled and you want to demold the cake tin. As you'll notice here, the paper is slightly taller. Now we are going to grease our tin. We are using oil here to grease the tin. Grease the base, grease the sides. Grease the tin liberally, but don't over grease it. Now place the base of the butter paper onto the base of the tin and then go to the sides. Ensure you have set the butter paper . Making sure that both pieces coincide so that when you add your batter, the butter paper doesn't slip. Now let's start with making our dense chocolate cake. We start with our castor sugar and we are going to add our egg and beat this egg and sugar mixture well. Once you've beaten the egg and the sugar well, you are going to stop the beater and try to make and 8. Once you see that you're able to do that, that's when you will add your curd. Beat it well after adding the curd. Now we'll prepare our dry mix. We have sieved flour or maida. We are adding sieved cocoa powder to that. And we are also adding our baking powder to this. Now we are adding some baking soda. Give this a good mix and prepare your dry flour. Now add half of your dry ingredients and making use of the electric beater, quickly beat it. You can take a couple of turns without switching it on to avoid the flying of the flour. Now give this a good mix, but a quick one, ensuring everything is mixed well, and then stop. This should not take more than 30 seconds. Now add the rest of the dry ingredients and follow the same process. Once we've mixed everything well, we're going to add melted chocolate to our batter. And give it a good mix. Melted chocolate is going to be followed by melted butter. We are going to finish making the batter by adding some hot water. Now that our batter is ready, we are going to pour it into our lined tin and we are going to put it in the oven, a preheated oven, and bake it. Now before putting it in the oven, using a toothpick, we are quickly evening out the batter, and this also helps in removing air bubbles. While the cake is baking, let's prepare for the icing. For the icing, we are going to be making use of icing sugar, cocoa powder, vanilla essence and butter. We've added the icing sugar and the cocoa powder together. Let's start with the butter. We are going to beat the butter well. Once you've beaten the butter and it starts becoming pale, we will add our icing sugar and cocoa powder mixture, tablespoon by tablespoon, and keep incorporating it into the batter. We are going to follow this until we use all of the cocoa powder and icing sugar mixture. Once we've used all of that, we are going to add vanilla essence to this mixture. We'll give it a good mix. And our icing for our cake is ready. Now once the cake is out, just check it is baked. To do that, insert a toothpick. If it comes out clean, it is ready. Now when the cake tin has cooled sufficiently, invert the tin and pull out the cake sponge. Let it cool down completely and then you can finish your dense chocolate cake. We are not going to be torting or cutting this cake. We are going to apply our icing only on top and around the cake. We are making use of a turntable. This helps in easy applying of your icing. Keeping a fabric, a piece of cloth between your turntable and the cake board helps in easy handling of the turntable and the cake board. Make use of an offset palette knife. Try using the center and spread the icing around. Using the center will help you even out your icing. Once you apply to the top, apply the icing to the sides as well. Make use of hot water. Insert your palette knife and clean it and make use of the palette knife. You can run your palette knife around and give an interesting pattern to the cake. You can do that on the sides, you can do that on the top as well. Clean the cake board, dip your tissue paper or cloth in water and then clean the surface of the cake board. Now to finish this cake, we are using fresh strawberries and some chocolate shavings. We've cut our fresh strawberries into halves and we're placing it in circular manner. Now to cover the sides or around the strawberries, we are making use of chocolate shavings. Clean off the sides and our dense chocolate cake is ready to be served.